Hello everyone, my name is Serge and today I'm going to talk about visitor insights on the new dashboard. This dashboard is especially helpful for understanding audience segments as well as the effectiveness of any marketing activities, not only with digital signage, but others as well. The first thing I want to show you is the filters. Right now we have all the data on the graphs shown for a 1-month period, but you can also make it a week, a day, a year, or a quarter. And I can choose a date range here. Let's select a week, and I'll take a look at last week. These two buttons allow me to scan back and forth from week to week, but I can also go up here and duplicate this tab, so then I can switch back and forth between tabs for a quick comparison. Here I see that this week I have high traffic here on Thursday, and the other metrics also change. And if I ever want to instantly see what's going on today, I can just click this Now button. Also, I can click this Send Report button to export data to use in external BI systems. And over here I have a filter. I can choose a custom range for the data, the devices I'm interested in, for example, a particular device installed in one store, and I can also use campaigns as a filter. And now I'll press Apply. Okay, let's have a look at this week. First, we'll go back here to Audience, and we can see here day by day how the audience dynamics change. Let's have a look at Thursday because it had the highest traffic. When I click on Visitors, I can narrow down the graph to see only the number of people who visited our touchpoint. Impressions means how many contacts the visitors made during this time. For example, I can see here that 168 visitors made 709 contacts with the surface. So let's dig deeper to see what happened on this unusual day. Okay, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., the traffic was low, and that's telling me that we should probably change the location of this marketing surface. But we can see that the highest traffic was in the evening, and that's not surprising because we had a special event in the brand zone to attract more customers. So that's why we have that peak here from 7 to 8 p.m. So what does that tell me? Well, I can assign another sales assistant there at that time since it's so crowded. And I can also see that all these people are starting to interact with the surface because the number of contacts is also spiking here. So what does that mean? It means that people are staying in front of the surface and looking directly at the screen for longer than 1.2 seconds. That's guaranteed contact with the audience. Now, the next graph is more about the duration. Here we have the visit duration. For example, here I have an average duration of 45 minutes and 12 seconds and an attention time of only 6 seconds, so that means our brand zone isn't engaging this cohort of people. If you look here in the evening time, we have 39, 12, 56 seconds of attention time. So here we have the most engaged visitors in our brand zone. The next graph is engaged visitors. This breaks down different lengths of time visitors were engaged for. For example, 22% of the visitors were engaged for more than 15 seconds. That means a single session in front of the surface that lasted longer than 15 seconds. In hard numbers, that's 40 people. This is a useful indicator because it shows that our marketing messages are attracting people to interact with the surface. Next, we have the core metrics. First is the total number of visitors we reached. Then we have the OTS, or total number of contacts, and then the average contact frequency. This refers to the average number of times people return to the surface. And the average attention time here is 16 seconds. This is the maximum length of our communications. For example, the length of a video or a message that we want to show on the touchscreen. Now, these other graphs are for understanding demographic breakdowns. For example, here I see that the core audience is males from 20 to 45. Also, here I can see age dynamics. Let's select the cohort of 20 to 29. Also, in the evening time, this is a big portion of this group. Now, here's gender. If we have a look at females, we can see only 8 visited at this time compared to 52 males. And now over here to emotions, let's have a look at how many happy people there were. Again, we have the largest number of people in the evening because of that event, and we can see that people were feeling good, which maybe even inspired some loyalty towards the brand. Finally, here at the bottom, we have age, gender, and emotions. So again, we see that our major audience is males from 20 to 45. And usually the emotions were neutral, which means the faces were frozen without any expressions. The happy people were 7%, which is actually a huge number usually. In our experience, it usually hovers at around 3%. So, usually all these insights give us information about when we should invest more in point-of-sale marketing based on this graph, and is it engaging or not, and how many people were engaged in our marketing communications at the surface locations. Also, we see the major demographic cohort. All this helps us to create a portrait of our core audience so we can prepare marketing content to display on surfaces. And don't forget, up here you can generate a report which actually contains even more information about what the customers look like. For example, haircut, ethnicity, and other attributes you can use to create the ideal customer profile and fine-tune your marketing communications. So, to use this dashboard, you just need the platform, plus the special sensor, and the special player, all of which you can find on our website. Just order the Quick Launch Kit for the fastest implementation. Thank you for your attention.